Thank you. And I can do it. I don't
Can
mind
you
doing
see?
it here. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can see.
You can see the comments.
I can. I can see the comments,
What are you
but
looking for?
I'm just trying to see if I have a pair of reading glasses.
Oh, let me see. You want warm light or bright light?
Oh, that's good.
Okay, also, the glasses is under.
Oh,
Just so you know. There we go.
better.
Yeah. Does the light look okay for you?
Yeah.
But everyone can hear you.
Oh, hello. Everybody that can hear me. Just any pair. Maybe in that bag there might be one. That way I don't. But if not, that's fine. I'm just trying to get my reading glasses so I could see better without you guys having to look at my nose all the time.
Are these it? Are these?
Those will work.
What about these brown ones?
Those will work.
Which one?
Either.
Okay, I'm just gonna clean them off.
Okay. All right, you guys. Hello. We're gonna wait for some more people to get in before I do readings. So until then, I just want to say hello. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. I'm just gonna talk about some events and do some readings, and then I also have one scheduled next Thursday as well. Is it the same time?
Yeah.
At the same time. So we'll be doing this again, just in case, because I know everybody loves to get readings. And I try to do as many as possible. For any of you guys who've been to see me, you know that I'm sitting right in the place where I do readings in like my favorite reading chair right now. So it's good to see all of you signing on here. Hello, Olivia. And I will just kind of like tune in here in a little bit, and I don't necessarily know where I'm gonna go. So I'm not exactly sure necessarily like what you might be needing, but if it ends up coming up, that's the direction that I go in, then look, they're pink. Then I will definitely go to you. So wait, can I? These look weird compared to my other ones, but anyway.
What do you want the other pair?
No.
You told me that you didn't care.
I didn't care, but now maybe I care.
Girls.
I'm just picky about my reading glasses. Actually, I think these are kind of like a lower strength anyway for back when my vision was better. Hi to all you guys signing on. It isn't so much that they're pink, it's more that they're not. I'm used to wearing dark framed glasses, but not just that, but I think that the level is kind of like the prescription isn't as strong, or do you happen to have my phone? Yes. You guys, just so you know, I have another assistant now. It's Toby motherfucking Jenkins, Stephanie, and her. So now I got a couple of people helping. So, which is hello to all you guys saying hi. I hope you guys are all having a good night. So we have some, Olivia, I know you're saying that you have a client at 7, but let me just kind of see where it goes, because I don't want to just say something that isn't true. So if you're looking for reassurance, I want to be able to give you that information. Thank you. Oh, these are much better because I can see better. Thank you. They're higher. I think these are 2.5. So
I'm going to post the upcoming classes and times in the chat. So.
Okay. Yes?
Do you want somebody to stay, or are you good?
Oh, no, that's okay. If you, so Stephanie's going to help me get some stuff up on here to tell you guys about some upcoming events. And then I'll wait just a minute till we get a few more people, and then I'll start doing readings. I don't really ever know where I'm going to go or what direction things are going. So I just kind of follow the trail of breadcrumbs of spirit and wherever we go. So Steph's going to be putting some information up about, like, I think Sunday I have a mediumship development group. So anyone out there who wants to kind of anybody out there who wants to work on their mediumship, practice their mediumship. I do it at my office. I think we're gonna try to do online, but it's really kind of nice when you can come down, especially like you Colorado people. So if you guys are interested, I do it here. There's just, as long as you have the ability to make a connection, like you've taken a class or even connecting with your own loved ones all the time. However, it's not a class, it's a development group. So there's always like a discussion, and then outside of the discussion, we do some practice work, and I teach like a technique. Same thing with a tarot workshop or tarot development group that I have meeting on Saturday night. That should be fun. And so that way in those groups, I get to have one-on-one time with people, not one-on-one, but, like in a small group, because they're small. So I get to kind of like work with you with stuff, and that's pretty cool. So I am in Denver doing it, but you guys are welcome to sign up online. We could do that and arrange that to work like a hybrid. I will let you know. Stephanie is probably posting right there about it. And Willow asked, how do I know I have the, how do I know if you have the gift? So for me, it came to me through a traumatic experience. And so I started talking to my kid's dad, who passed away. And once I talked to him, then I just kind of opened up to the idea of just talking to loved ones in general, because it made me feel so much better. So I was just like, you know what, I'm going to do this for a living. And somehow I found my way here. I have a friend, we've been friends for years, and he told me that like 20 years ago when I used to talk about doing this, what?
You got mascara all up under your eye.
Mascara. I do.
Yeah, here. No, other eye.
Is it gone?
I don't know.
How do you see that?
Girl, because I can see the vertical portion and it's all up in your face. Oh, girl, you got crazy with the mascara.
That's my stylist.
Wait.
Stephanie.
Look, close your eyes. Sorry, that way.
You know why? I'll tell you a funny story.
It's right here. Open. I'm not going to poke you in the eye. It's like, there we go. Okay. It's a little bit.
I love that my daughter has to come and be my makeup artist because what am I doing? Glasses. There we go. Because I don't notice those kinds of things. So anyway, I started doing this just for you guys. My eyes are kind of scary. Thanks. So anyway, I just started doing this because I lost someone, and then I I was connected with him, and then I just decided that I wanted to connect and give other people that feeling of relief. So it's definitely something I think you can learn how to do. It is not some people want to do it for just their loved ones, and other people want to do it because they want to do it for a living. So I see all you guys signing on here. I would love to ask for a general reading. Okay, so this is the way readings work on this page. So I, who is this Ian person? Who is that? I'm just going to do whatever I want with my eyeballs. And so anyway, so what I have to say is that the way that I do readings is basically I just kind of start with a connection to like a loved one, and then it just kind of goes from there. I have been kind of like pulling people on so that if you guys are available to be on screen and want to be, or at least just the audio, we can do it that way. But hi, Sherry. Hello to all you guys saying hi to me. But I can kind of connect for you, and then we'll just kind of go from there. But you can either be on audio or you can be on video if you want. Some people want to, some people don't, and that's absolutely fine with me. So I'll be on here doing this for a little while, and then next Thursday I'm going to do it too. But if any of you guys are interested in any of the groups or anything I'm doing, just let me know. And then so I will get back to you guys who are asking. I'm going to start off with a loved one, and then we're just going to kind of go from there. So you guys have I just got done doing readings for the day at 6:30, and then I got on here. So I'm still in my flow of the day. So, but if any of you guys, if you have questions as we go, I'll just kind of do a reading, then I'll take a little break, kind of like let myself rebuild the energy and then go from there. So hello to all you guys signing on. I love that you guys are all here. So thank you for coming and thank you for participating in my live tonight. And as a lot of you probably know, my website is readingsbykim.com. So if any of you guys want to get a reading, that's where you find me. And so I just want to say, because I've had this happen in the past, that there are a lot of people out there who like try to, I don't know, they'll say, oh, I'm Kim, or Kim told me to give you a reading or whatever, or I can give you a reading. So I just want to say I never do that. And I would also say not to put a lot of your personal information in the comments, because people will read them later. So I just think it's good for you guys not to like share all the information. And so anyway, these glare of the glasses. Hold on a second. If I want to learn how to connect, is it a good class to go to, or do you already need to know how to come? So for who is that? Wait, let me go back. Sandra Cash. So it is, if you have made connections before, or you feel like you've connected with loved ones before, they can you can start kind of that way. It does take a lot of work and a lot of practice, and it's kind of good to know like how to do it a little bit. So if you've read some books, stuff like that, but it's like just having an experience with loved ones and getting to kind of pass that on, because sometimes our loved ones, like we start questioning, like, am I talking to my own people, or am I crazy, or what? And so it's just kind of a way to like get to know how it works, because when you're attached to someone, it kind of like creates a filter, or like it's like grief is the veil. So it kind of like creates that kind of thing. So I just want to tell you that if you want to do it and you feel like that, sorry, I have a hair on my face. If you want to do it and that's something that's interesting, there's the Mediumship Development Group. It's only $25. But if you've never taken a class, I would recommend also taking a class. There's lots of teachers out there. I know I have some classes, but we're kind of like in the middle of working through that. So the development group is a good place to kind of like get a good start. But if you want to go further with it than just talking to your loved ones, I would say take some classes, that kind of stuff. That's what I would tell you. Okay. So for everybody on here, I see all these people signing on. And so I am ready now to kind of go dip into a reading. So I'm going to say a bunch of stuff. I don't, again, just a reminder, don't put a bunch of your information on here, because I don't want someone to kind of like try to scam you or message you or say they're me or some shit like that, because I don't do that and I don't have to do that. So like, that's kind of a way that people do things that's a little dishonest, but they're not my people. So I just want you to know that. So periodically, Steph is going to post in the chat like the different reading stuff that I have coming up and things like that with dates. And then Steph, if you can hear me, I also want to mention about this Soul Social class as well. So, oh wait, did somebody leave something in here? That's so weird. I hear somebody out in the hall, like near my office. So anyway, so I just we'll just get started. If it sounds like you, just say I think that could be me. But is there somebody in the hall?
The grief group.
Oh, the grief group is here. I forgot. Okay, so we have a suicide support group, Heartbeat, that meets in my office on Thursdays, or the second Thursday of the month. Is that right?
Second Thursday of the month.
Second Thursday of the month. It is not necessarily like attached to me, but I've gone and done readings in that group before. And so they just come here. I let them use the space. But if any of you guys have a loss like that, it's called Heartbeat. And I think it's on the, you can
text us for,
and you could just text the business line, the 303-994-4000, and you can get in touch with them, because sometimes it's just nice to feel the support of other people, but then also there's people that have kind of like moved past that. So what?
upcoming events.
Oh, I
Times.
have upcoming events, and then we're going to talk to dead people. Okay. So next week, so on Sunday at 2 is,
and there was somebody who mentioned that the tarot classes seem a little bit advanced, but for this tarot development group, letting all we're letting all levels. But if you don't know it, it's not a class. It's just
okay.
skills and stuff. But that another tarot class that you learn from top to bottom. It's not. It's for beginners.
Yes.
When we offer the next one.
Okay. So Stephanie said to tell you this before I start with this reading. And she pilled it all up on my phone because, of course, I don't know the dates of anything. So, okay. So the Mediumship Development Group is going to be here at my office on 2 o'clock on Sunday. And all of this should be in my Facebook events for Medium and Psychic Kim Moore. It's $25. You can come if you know how to make a connection. If you've never taken a class or done anything like that, you can come. But if you feel like you've connected with spirit, because it's not just like for when you're just starting out, because it's about like developing it and growing it. And then next Thursday, I have another live. And then I have the on Saturday, and the thing I'm excited about. Okay, and then Saturday, the 22nd at 5, I have a tarot development group at my office. And it doesn't matter what level you're at, because it's not a class, it's a development group. So if you're just starting out or if you're advanced, there's an opportunity to kind of work with both of those energies, which is absolutely fine. If you're still learning tarot and you want to bring a book, you're welcome to do that. I do teach tarot classes, and those will be upcoming, but they're not necessarily, I haven't quite got the dates together for that, because there's a couple of friends I like to teach with, and I would love for them to teach with me again, like we did last time. So that development group is any level. So if you're just starting out, or if you have, if you're just starting out and you're curious, it's not a class, but it is a development group. And so then on the 26th, I was going to do this last month, but I couldn't. So we're doing it this month. But it is for any of you guys that have kids, young or old, doesn't matter, how to help them navigate being psychic, or like being connected to the spirit world, or being connected to their intuition, or how to navigate energy in school or around people. So it's really just like it's like an evening class. It's my essentials class, Spirit Essentials. And that's on my website. And then finally, this is the one that I am very, very excited about. So on Saturday, August 29th at 5 o'clock, we are going to be doing, because I have my Soul Social business and I want to create like more community for people to get together. So Stephanie came up with the name of this and I thought it was brilliant. But I want to do like crafts. I have like a ton of crafts that I haven't done because I keep procrastinating. And as it turns out, a lot of people do that. So I have all these unfinished craft projects, or even brand new stuff that I bought, it's been sitting in a drawer. So at 5 o'clock on Saturday, we are going to have a procrastination party. at my office, and you guys are welcome to come. You can bring a class, we can hang out and talk, because I don't really get a chance just to be with people because you guys come to me and I don't want to know anything. So I want to be the clearest psychic I can. So I don't get to ask questions and stuff like that. But in that setting, we do have some extra crafts if you're interested, and we do have some supplies and paints and whatever. So if you're interested in a procrastination party, you're welcome to come. And that's on my website too. But that's kind of like a soul social event, which is my other like community minded kind of event. So, all right. So I said all those things and they're all on my website. And so let's do readings right now. Oh, wait, sorry. It's not auto scrolling. All right. So here we go. I'm going to start off with someone in the spirit world who's here. It seems like it's somebody who just, he has like, oh, wait a minute. All right, there's actually a couple of guys together. There's just like two guys together, and they look like they're in their 50s or 60s. They don't look very old. Actually, I think didn't die at the same time, but they seem to know each other. So anyways, I got these two dudes here. And it seems like there's very like unexpected stuff that happens with them. And then there's also like a connection to like unexpected, meaning shitty. Okay. Like shitty stuff happens to them. I'm not necessarily like talking about illness or something like that. I feel like I've got two people here. They're different ages when they die, but they would be kind of the same age now or same age-ish. And I know I'm not looking at the screen. So just so you guys know, even when I do readings and stuff, I don't really look at people or things like that. So I just want to say that this guy seems to come through with a friend or a brother or something. So there's a couple of guys here, but they're two different ages when they pass. And one is definitely more recent than the other, but they both come together. They seem to have big smiles on their face. So I'm really kind of getting the feeling that someone's expecting at least one of them to show up or be here. But whoever's here for them, which feels like I don't know, like a good friend, or maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a brother. I don't know. It seems like it's peer. But I keep feeling like there's like a younger guy pushing an older guy forward, and the older guy is trying to talk to me because he dies kind of suddenly. And I know it sounds weird to say they seem like brothers, but they seem like brothers, or maybe they're brother-in-law or something. But these two guys come together, but the younger guy is pushing forward the older guy. So I'm kind of thinking the older guy died second. And so it looks like there's a pair, a duo, a dynamic duo, like Batman and Robin, but not quite. And so I'm just feeling these two men here. I think one of them dies like maybe in his 30s and one in his 50s or 60s. But there's just two dudes here. And for some reason, I think they're brothers or brother-in-law or something like that. But as they're coming through, they're all smiles and excited, and they look good. But they both had like their share of life drama or shit, like all of us. But I don't know. It just seems like they went through a lot when they were here. So I just want to say that this is the feeling that I'm getting. So I'm just trying to see if this resonates with anyone. And I'm sorry I haven't quite looked here. There's like two guys together. I see people saying it's two. So hopefully you can hear me. So I feel like it's like two men together. So one dies in his 30s, one dies maybe in his 60s, but the one in his 60s outlives the one in his 30s, or they live a longer life. So there just seems to be like a lot of energy directed between the two of them, but the older guy died more recently, would be my sense. So I see you guys saying some stuff. I see Lynn Smith saying her dad and her uncle. And I also see So let me say some more things about them before I choose who it is. I have connected with one of them before. He does know me. The young one knows me, but the older one does not. But yet he does. So I don't know. Maybe I've definitely had people that have done readings for die, and they come through, which is really weird when that happens. But I feel like I've talked to one of them for sure in spirit, but then there's someone else there. And he's the one that's a little older. They are not twins. They are definitely not twins. I'm not even sure they look alike. So I'm just kind of tuned into this, and I feel like someone, I read the younger guy before, but not the older guy. But the older guy seems to know me or know to come tonight. So I don't exactly know who he is yet, but they both had problems in life. But the older guy, the one in his 60s or something, he had like some health issues where he wasn't like always taking the best care of himself. So actually, they both seem to die of really shitty circumstances. But the one who died more recently, it just seems like there was kind of something shitty happened. Like he goes very quick. So I'm looking, I know I've talked to one of them. So do one of you, somebody watching, does somebody have a brother in the spirit world a brother who has possibly a brother-in-law in the spirit world or something? Like, because it's like a brother and a brother-in-law, but the brother-in-law would have died like much earlier, and then the brother would have died like in his 50s or 60s. Definitely not taking very good care of themselves, but two very different causes of death. So I just want to say, as I'm looking at this, because the names are going really fast, you guys, hold on here a second. All right, so I'm going to get a little bit more in detail with this before I choose someone, because so many of you this resonates with. So I have to say that the man who is the one who died first feels like a partner to somebody, and then the one that died second feels like a brother. So however they're connected to the sitter, it definitely is like where he's wanting to make his presence known. But I feel like I know both of them. One of them like from a reading, and one of them maybe came to me for a reading or knew of me or something, but they're together. And I am just mentioning this because somebody in the audience, and I'm sorry, I haven't quite looked yet, but like somebody is really missing someone, like really bad right now. And it's that second guy who dies in his 60s, the brother-in-law or brother. And he would have died recently, and he definitely had like his body is shutting down. So things happen, boom, 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 and then he's gone. And it's really kind of unexpected with both of them, but very different causes. And that's the thing that keeps standing out to me, is that this would be probably like in the last 2 months or something. So let me see what I got here. My dad and his brother-in-law, it sounds very similar. Wait a second. I've read. So, all right. Angel Baby. Have I read you? Angel Baby. Angel Baby, where are you? Younger brother-in-law, he came to you. My dad is late 50s. All right, Angel Baby. So you guys have to trust me on this, that I feel like I know where I'm going. I know it sounds familiar, but it's just like I can feel it when I see your name. And so I think, wait a second. So I've talked to the younger guy, but not the older guy. Is that true, Angel? Because I feel like I talked to one, but not the other. So, Angel. So I'm just going to focus on Angel at the moment, just to get a little feedback. Perfect. Do you mind if Steph sends you an invitation, and you can come on camera, or you can just be on the audio? Totally up to you. But I think I'm going to read you. It's just kind of weird how this is because I don't know if your dad recently passed or something, but it seems like your dad has a message, but the brother, I've talked to him before and they come as a team. So the younger guy is pushing the older guy forward. So Steph's gonna audio. I don't care. Don't even worry about it, girl. You can look as much mess as possible. So and I will do another one after this, but you guys can kind of see how I work and stuff as well. Because sometimes it's just good to see how a medium works before you go see them as well. And you can also see that the process isn't perfect like it looks on TV. Because I've been doing this over 20 years and I know that some of the people on TV, like it's kind of, they've been mic'd up, they signed a release to be recorded and stuff like that. So I just want to say that. So Stephanie sent you a link. And so you'll have it and then I'll invite you on and then we'll just kind of move on to the next one. Cause I'll do a couple of them cause I like doing readings for people and it's kind of nice to get to do them on here because then everybody gets to see it, but all the energy of you guys watching and sending good vibes is wonderful. So, all right, my dear, I'm adding you. There we go. Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. So obviously, have I met you before?
Yes.
Okay, awesomeness. Did your father pass recently?
It's coming. It's a year and a half now.
Okay. And so that still feels pretty recent.
Yeah, that's why when you said 2, it's coming up on 2 years, and I've been
Yep.
almost the last 3 nights I've been crying for him.
Your dad, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. But there's another guy over there who's kind of like, I definitely know I've talked to him because he has like a fun energy about him. So all the sad shit's already been dealt with. It's just like, like you do these readings and it's just, there's some really sad stuff in the beginning, but the more you talk to them, the lighter it becomes. So that guy seems lighter than the dad, but the dad is really excited to be here. And I think you must have pretty good spidey senses because not only are you missing your dad and crying for him, but you also have had like a lot of memories and stuff kind of like pop into your awareness because it's like, I don't know, there's some shit going on in your life that's really triggering like the need for your dad. And I do think he went quickly, but I also don't think he was well either. And I think he just kind of lived life on the edge. Or
Definitely.
his energy. So it's like your dad is definitely kind of like took some unnecessary chances in life, but I definitely feel like he was like a good dad. And he's just telling me he's like, he's a grandpa as well.
Oh yeah.
Because he loved being a grandpa. I think he liked being a grandpa maybe better than being a dad.
I believe it.
It's like the little kids thought he was amazing. And so he just got better with age. But it's kind of funny though, because he's good with little kids because he has that kind of dad humor. And so I just hear him like joking with you. And you're going through like a stressful situation and he's just here to kind of put a smile on your face and let you know that you're not going through it alone because you feel very alone in something and like life's kind of just like shitty. That's what I want to say. There's some shitty stuff going on for you, angel baby. But I feel like you're kind of like just trying to hold on tight, trying to make it through, trying to get there. So I just have to say that your dad is like here tonight, mainly to tell you like a very dad line of everything's going to be okay. But psychically, I feel like just on a psychic soul level with you, that it looks like there's some boundaries that need to be set or some people that maybe like a situation or people that you might need to like kind of distance yourself from for a short period of time. And maybe that short period of time becomes a long period of time. But I feel like there's some stuff like that going on for you where it's about like kind of like allowing yourself space to heal. And I know it's like not immediately after he died, but it's definitely like sitting with you. And so I just have to say that your dad's like been with you, but it just hasn't been the same since he died. And of course, you lost your parent, but your mom's alive, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's like, she's very strong. She's a inner strength about her that he's talking about, and maybe it's just her personality. But he seems to be around your mom as well.
Oh
But
Lord.
and he has, I know. That's why I'm like, what the hell are you doing? But maybe he's just like, no, he is around her. He says they have some unfinished business. And he's telling you that. I don't know that I would tell your mom now. But they have some unfinished business. And your dad is like a little bit of a troublemaker. So
Oh yeah.
I feel like,
She got smacked in the face with a yellow butterfly, and I truly believe it was my dad.
you know what? I'm right there with you, girl. Because he likes with her. And so, but don't tell her because it's not as fun if she knows.
Okay.
I just feel like he's kind of joking around about that because your mom's like very strong-willed and independent, and you probably don't want to mess with her. So I just have to say he's joking around about your mom. But do you have like, or is there a new baby, or is somebody pregnant?
He said that last time. I don't know. I had a dream somebody was having babies, but I don't know who it is.
Oh, well, I don't know. He's got some baby with him. So, like I always like to say, free will and birth control. Nobody has to have babies, even if they show them in the spirit world. But he says you've been needing him right now. And he's coming here to just make you laugh, put a smile on your face, tell you he loves you, tell you things are going to get better. And maybe there's some people you need to like distance yourself from temporarily. But eventually you'll get to a place where you're feeling better than you're feeling right now. But you just happen to have like some good, juju happening around you, but it's like you're too focused on the things that aren't coming together the way you anticipated. But anytime free will is involved of any other human beings, things don't necessarily always go as planned. But I do just want to tell you that because you talked to your dad, and I think you've talked to your brother-in-law. Is he your brother-in-law? Like you have a sister he was married to?
A brother.
Oh, brother. Okay. And so he is like, it seems like it's kind of, what am I trying to say here? It seems like you're having some struggles, and they seem to fall into a few different categories, like financial, setting boundaries, maybe just kind of like feeling like you wish you had someone to go to, like your dad, who would just put a smile on your face and make you laugh, and also some relationship stuff. So I'm not going to go into all of that, but I feel like that should cover pretty much all the shit that you're dealing with right now. And it looks like you're going to get through all of this, but maybe just by changing the way you see things or look at things or something. But I really do feel like, though, you must have good spidey senses. And so you feel like things should be better by now. And they're not, but they will get there. It's just time seems to work on its own schedule, so to speak. So I feel like you're going to be okay. And I absolutely feel like your dad loves you. And he also talks about this being a significant time of year. So I don't know what's going on right now, or did somebody just achieve something or win something or overcome something? It seems like it would have been this month. So that's all the information he's giving me. So would you say that all resonated with you, or is there some part of it that you're like, I don't know what the hell that is other than the baby?
No, I feel like that does resonate with me. I mean, we have a lot of birthdays this month, so I'm just trying to think.
Maybe it's birthday month that he's trying to.
Oh gosh, there's 1,000 birthdays, I feel like, in August, but my godson, which is his grandson, just accomplished some things as well that I feel like he could be talking about.
He just overcame like a challenge. And it's like he overcame something and then he's kind of like pushing forward. So what this looks like is like someone who overcame like a challenge of staying in school or getting in school or finishing school or learning something new. So it seems like he's that God's son would be learning new things and like kind of expanding his horizons. So this is someone though that your dad is very like attached to. And he talks about what a great grandpa he is again. So
He always makes me that.
Yeah.
yeah, he's a great grandpa, just so you know.
Oh,
He's happy to tell me that over and over again. And so, but for some reason, this young man that he loves, he's just saying he recently accomplished it. But I also would say that your dad likes a good party.
yep.
So there's
Yep.
a family birthday party. He's there. He doesn't mind being the center of attention. He goes from person to person, just yapping away, talking
Yep.
about stuff. And he's like everybody's best friend.
Mhm.
And maybe slightly intoxicated. But he's having a good time. And so there's a lot of spirit family for him, where he's having a good time with them. And then he'd be having a good time with his family, having parties and celebrations. And that seems to be the joy of him.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I just have to say, your dad, he cracks me up. But he's got that other guy there too. But he's just like, he wanted to make a guest appearance the way
Yeah.
he shows up. Like, I needed to let him know I was still here. I know he's only been gone a year and a half, but it feels like yesterday. But it
Mhm.
also just feels like he's so involved in everything that there's no getting around that. So
You
I just
better
want-
be.
oh, he's extra involved. So he also has like some pets with him, some dogs, that he's talking about as well. Because he's got like, I think maybe there's a dog over there I've talked to before, but maybe there's a new dog over there. Or somebody might have had a dog that had to be put to sleep within the like one of his. This is someone very important to him, so it's got to be his kids or his grandkids, or your mom. But we're not going to say it's her.
Yeah.
It's like giving her shit. But did somebody have to put a dog to sleep recently? And possibly like a lap dog.
Mm-mm. Not that I know of. Not
Okay. Then I might be
Mhm.
sliding into the next reading. So
okay.
I talked to a dog that's starting the next reading, but I just want to say I'm glad I got to connect with him. He does have some dogs over there. They're probably belong to your family, but I just
Yeah,
got,
I've had a dog I've had two significant dogs pass, but
but
yeah.
they're not lap dogs, right?
No.
Okay, because the dogs you're talking about have big heads, and this feels like a lap dog. So I don't know what dogs exactly significant dogs, but they seem bigger than
Yeah.
what I'm looking at. That looks like a lap dog, and a dog just laid out right across my lap right now. So it's not your dog though. I think this is another dog that's coming with this lady. So I think I'm transitioning into another reading. So I just want to tell you, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
I'm glad that your dad just had to make his presence known again, because he loves attention.
He definitely does.
Yeah, and he likes to be the center of it. So and he's like got a picture near you or something. Are you sitting somewhere next to a photograph of him or his ashes or some?
I mean, he's on my arm. I tattooed him on my arm.
You tattooed him on your arm. Okay, that's
Yeah.
pretty close to him.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Did you tattoo his face or just his name? Because it looks
His
like
face.
it's his face then. Yeah,
Mhm.
so he's looking right at you. So just know he's got an eye.
Creep.
Eye
Just
on
kidding.
you. No, he doesn't care. He won't. Just say his name. He doesn't care what you call him. Just
Yeah.
that
He
whole,
would
like,
always say, I don't care what you call me, just don't call me late for dinner.
that's
that's-
exactly the saying I was just gonna say. That saying like, "Don't call me late for dinner" or whatever. So if he used to say that, he's still saying it. So
Yeah.
he loves that you guys that you're still on the tip. He's still on the tip of your tongue. So I just want to let you know that because
Thank you so much. Thank you.
he's definitely fun when he comes through.
Oh
So-
yeah, he's a character.
Yeah, he really is. So thank you guys so much for coming on here, and we'll post this video. So of course you'll get to see the reading and listen to it again. But It's so great to apparently talk to you again, even though I don't exactly know who you are, but that's all right.
Yeah.
That's kind of the beauty of it. So
Yeah.
I hope that you and the people in the background have a wonderful evening and include your dad in the festivities. That's
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You're so welcome. All right. So it's time to do another one. And it's going to start off with a dog, which is not how these things usually start. But usually I'm talking to a dead person, but I am talking to a dead dog. And this dog seems to be extremely close to the person watching. And I feel like they would have recently had to put this dog to sleep. And they also have some spirits that are there, but they would have wanted to make sure that their dog was okay, or wanted to make sure that they did the right thing, because it seems like a kind of a shitty, fast situation. And like it feels like there's this dog that like wants to climb on my lap and like bark at someone. I think it's like mostly a solid color. It's kind of, it probably weighs like 20 pounds, 30 pounds. So it's not huge, but it's not like a little chihuahua or something. And it seems like it looks a little bit like a teddy bear as it's laying across my lap. Or someone has the dog's teddy bear in their lap right now. But this is just weird that it's starting with a dog. That's kind of uncommon. And the dog would have had to have been put down in the last like 6 months, maybe a year to 6 months. And whoever is here also would have possibly like a father in the spirit world as well. Very different than the guy I was just talking about. This guy is a little more reserved. As a matter of fact, he can't believe he's here. So he would never have gone to a medium. But someone had a dog put down and asked him to be with the dog. And that might be their dad or someone that was like a dad to them. But the dad died first. I do feel like, though, he had an illness that kind of caused him to descend or to gradually just kind of like go downhill. But he was happy to be out of his body. And I do feel like there was something wrong with like his nervous system or something like that, because it seems like he's a little wobbly, a little shaky around the end of his life. And maybe he's like, I don't know, like in his 70s, or maybe he's like in his 70s, but maybe he had like one of those things like ALS or Parkinson's or something, one of those really shitty ones where it just takes you down slow. And so that seems to be my feeling with him. And so if any of you, if this resonates with you without telling me a bunch of stuff, just kind of like put your comments in here. Sorry, I didn't realize I was that low. Where are we? I have a dog in our family that just recently been put to sleep. Lap dog, under 10 pounds. Wait. Where did that go? No. Hold on, wait. Where did that go? Hold on. I'm trying to, sorry, you guys. I don't know what the hell. So wait. So there is one dog passed in the six months to a year, has a dad in this spirit world that would have died before the dog. The dad would have had some kind of something with his body where he would have had like ALS or MS, or his nervous system's all fucked up, and he has a dog with him that looks like it's about 15, 20 pounds. So what do we got here? Just reading. Oh, who is Liz? Liz Salinas Rodriguez. Have I ever read you before? No, right? This seems like a new soul. So I haven't. All right, who is this Liz person? Liz, where are you? All right. Who is that? My dad had ALS. All right, Liz. And Liz, you would have a lap dog that you would have had to put down in the last 6 months. And then possibly, I think you might have other dogs over there as well. But this is kind of the vibes that I'm getting right here. So I'm trying to, I'm sorry, sometimes it's like auto populating the chat and then sometimes it isn't. So give me just, oh, you have been to me. You've been to me, but I've never read you. So did you come to like one of the events or something? Liz. So I've never read you, Liz. Even if you've met me, I've never read you. That I just want to verify that because these seem like new people to me. So all right. I think it's hers. I think Liz, I think it's you. You're the lucky contestant for the night. I think you might have more than one dog over there, but I'm just seeing one laying across my lap right now. And it feels like about 20, 30 pounds. So you're, and you can do where you come on camera or you can just do it audio. That's absolutely fine. And so Stephanie is sending you a link and you'll get the link and then you just click on it and then you can decide, you can show up or just do audio like the other angel baby did. And that would be lovely. So let me get Miss Liz to come on down. All you have to do is, and so you guys that are still watching, just know that I do have some events coming up that some of them are really fun. So there's always stuff to learn and there's always laughter. I think that's the best way to live your life. Just stay curious and laugh and get a good nap every once in a while. All right. Where did she go? All right. So, and for any of you guys watching, Stephanie wants me to do TikTok and I am not a morning person. So it would be an evening situation. And I'm usually up late. So on some night we might actually do like a TikTok live, which I think would be really cool. And Steph can put in there what my name on there is because I think it's Readings by Kim or something. I can't remember. But anyway, I will be able to like do some readings in that way. I've never done it before, but I constantly scroll TikTok a lot. So I'm going to do that one night. So if you guys are ever on there and you follow me, just know that. But I've also got some videos that I've been working on posting because I don't like watching my videos, but Stephanie said she's going to edit them for me so I don't have to watch them once I do it. Hello, Liz. I'm going to bring you right in. Hold on. Hi.
Hi.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I am good. I have met you before?
Yes, I've been to several of your readings.
Okay, but you've never gotten a reading?
No.
Oh, how funny. Here you are. So you've come to the events that I do and not getting a reading, but
Yes.
now your dogs, and I think that's your dad.
Yes.
And you have a couple of other dogs, or there's another dog, but there's just one that wants to be in my lap immediately right now, needs a snack, needs to be pet. So you must have had, and it looks like it's mostly a solid color dog.
Yes.
And so, and he looks like about 20 or 30 pounds. I'm not great with dog breeds, but I can see that it's laying across my lap or feel the weight of it. But this feels like one of your children. Like,
yeah.
It's like your dogs are your children.
Yeah.
But I also think you have children as
I
well.
do. Mm-hmm.
So it's like you have animal children and then like people children. But you also seem to have like, you're a little bit of a dog whisperer. Like, I feel like you're really good with dogs. You're as good with dogs as I am with cats. And so that is lovely. But would your dad have passed kind of very quickly?
Yeah.
Like it's just so fast. He just says it's like downhill fast.
Yeah.
I think your dad definitely is not the type of guy that would have done something like this. But
No.
he's been, so if you've come to a few readings and he's decided to talk like this instead of in a big group of people, I feel like whatever it is with him and with his folded arms, I passed the test, I guess, because he is like he would not have gone to a medium. He would have thought this was an absolute waste of money. But he's sitting there with his arms folded, but he's got your dogs over there. And then he has dogs for him as well.
Yes.
But he seems actually really excited to get to talk to you because you know that he is around. You
Mhm.
know he's around because you talk to your dad all the time. And then is your mom, she was still living when he died, right?
Yes.
Okay. She's not in spirit right now, though.
No. No.
Like, it's like she's going through some hard shit, though. It
Yeah.
seems emotional.
Yeah. Hmm.
Very emotional going on there. And I think your parents were together, or at least they had love for one another. It doesn't feel like Angel's parents, who the dad's kind of giving them mom shit. It feels more like, hey, she's having a hard time. I'm around her.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm picking up from him. And I also feel like, did one of your dogs, wait, there's 3 dogs over there, but 2 of them. So did 2 of them pass after your dad?
Yes.
Okay. But one
Actually,
before
3 of them did. His dog, and then I had 2 that passed.
you had 2. Okay.
Yeah.
So your 2 dogs, not his dog, because I see 3, but your 2 dogs, they passed after him.
Yeah.
And they seem kind of close in time.
Yeah.
It's like almost like they're twins. And
Yep.
so
Within
very
months apart.
similar. Yeah, the dogs are very similar. It's like a little bit like The Notebook with the dogs, but with relatives, because they seem to be related to each other or connected to each other, and one can't be without the other.
Mhm.
But you would have specifically asked your dad to take your dogs.
Yeah.
You would have told him, you better be here. So I have to say that you asked him as you're with the dogs, because I think you were with both of them when they died.
Yes.
Except like, well, and actually, did you kind of like take your dogs on like a last day of like, we're going for a walk, or I'm going to give you a best hamburger, or like there's something special that you did for those 2 dogs, because you knew it was almost their time, but it's something that they wouldn't normally get to do. So maybe you gave them like human food, or maybe you took them on a last walk or something, because it's like these 2 dogs, and then he has a dog, but then your 2 dogs seem to have been very loved toward the
Mhm.
end. And it's just, does that make sense? Did you do like
Yeah,
some
I try to do everything for them before I
Yeah.
had to make the decision to put them down.
you did everything for them, but like you even made them little meals,
Mhm.
and you did everything. You loved on them, you slept near them, you're just madly in love with those dogs. And so it's like, but they're still together, they look very similar, and they're both at your dad's feet, but then he also has his dog over there. And he would have taken his dog immediately, because him and that dog are tight. It's just
Mhm.
funny looking at your dad, and I'm looking at the dog, and I don't know, I would never expect those 2 to be together. And so it's like, how sometimes they say like dogs start, or the owner starts looking like the dog,
Yeah.
or the dog looks like their owner. But your dad and that dog, I'm really surprised. It's like someone who's like, I don't know, like someone giant who has a little baby chihuahua, and
Yep.
it just doesn't make any sense.
Exactly
so-
what she was.
Oh, okay. With the one with your dad.
Yes.
Okay, because he seems like a big guy. I would never expect him to have a baby chihuahua, little barking, yappy little dog, but that's his baby. So I definitely feel like he's telling me that he's got his little baby, but your dogs are a little bigger than
Mhm.
his, and they're very similar. So I just want to let you know, everything you did for your dogs before they died, they loved. So thank you for taking care of them so well, but they had like a really good life. But it just seems like one couldn't be without the other. And that just kind of reminds me of The Notebook. So I just want to tell you that. And I think that you are ooh, wait a second. Do you have another dog living?
I have 3.
There's I think you have a living dog that sees all of them.
Yes, I think I do. The youngest one that I have,
She won't stop barking at them.
no.
It's like she's barking over nothing. And you're like, what is it? Stop that. But it's because your dad. So I use this analogy a lot. So hopefully this helps anybody watching. He's a frequency. Your dad's a frequency. Dogs can tune into frequencies and say like a fire engine that's like 5 miles away. They can hear that and we can't, but we can hear it a mile away. So it's like a sound frequency that we're not tuned into, but it's still happening. It's just like our senses can only perceive so much frequency. And then there's a wide other amounts of frequency that we can't tune into because we're like UV light. We need machinery to do that, but there's some animals that can do that. So those frequencies still exist, even though we can't tune into them. And the reason that I'm saying that is because your dogs can see that frequency. It looks almost like a fading in and out kind of thing when I tune into how your dog sees it. I think cats see it a lot more clearly, but I think that your dog, I think they all do, but one in particular won't shut up. The other ones are used to it, but
Mhm.
this other one isn't. So she doesn't even know what the hell's going on. So she's just all crazy. I don't think that's a bad thing, but she barks a lot. So
Yes,
maybe
she
that's a
does.
little annoying. But other than that, it's just because she sees them and you want them around and you're always asking your dad to be around. And so I just feel like that's your dad's way of saying, see, I'm doing as told or I'm listening. But I really can't believe I'm talking to your dad right now. He really seems like the type of guy that would never do this in a million years.
Yeah, he's never come through any readings. I mean, maybe one.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever talked to him before.
Mm-mm.
But he is very like sitting there, like he's like, okay, I'll give it a shot. Like it's so interesting that he was just the kind of man that was like very practical, and he might have been like raised with a religious kind of background or believing in like heaven and stuff like that. But I'm not sure that he bought into all of that later in life, but he does have parents over there. And I think you have an uncle over there as well, because he has a brother or brother-in-law or something. There's another dude over there. There's like grandparents over there, but they're his parents. And then there's a lady over there that seems like she also would be his age, but she would be more like an aunt. So it's like she might have married into the family or the uncle might have married in. I'm not exactly sure. But it just seems like your dad is, now that he is talking, he's bringing all these other people over. It's like he's saying like, hey, it's okay. Come on. And I just feel like that is your dad's energy. And that's the way he was in his family.
Yes.
So he is very much like the coast is clear. So now they can talk to me, which I think is just nuts. So I just got to say that and let you know, like, oh, wait a second. Do one of your kids live with you?
Yes.
Okay. And are they like going through like some kind of transition or new chapter or something, like
Yes.
going to a new chapter? Your dad knew your kid, right?
Yes.
Kid, because he's
Mhm.
talking about you have a kid living with you and they're like embarking on a new chapter or something. And I don't know exactly what that chapter is, but it looks like it's healing and it looks like it's necessary and it looks like it's something that he's proud of.
Yes.
And he would want to pass that on, that he's proud of this. Is this your son or is it just a really strong-willed daughter?
My son.
Okay. And it's like he is beginning something new and he's taking a chance,
Yes.
is what it seems like. And the
Mhm.
chance that he's taking is kind of like a little scary. But I think he's going to be awesome doing, like, this is awesome. Like, they're all cheering him on. So you can tell your son that
Okay.
there's a bunch of dead people that think it's fucking awesome that he's moving in this direction and that he's going to do that because this is his time to kind of like unfold or blossom. And even though it's a little scary, he's going to do awesome. That's what
Yep.
it feels like. And I feel like your dad wanted him to know that, because I do feel like he knew your dad and I think he really loved your dad, but he would
Mhm.
want to know like what your dad thinks of all of this and how he sees him and all that kind of stuff. And that just seems to be really important. So I just want to say that. And also, that's part of the reason why your dad decided to come. He was like, if I was going to get a message to him, he isn't going to be able to do it any other way. So he had to come and do it this way. Mainly because I think your son looks for signs from his grandpa, but I don't know that he knows what those signs would look like. I feel like you look for signs from your dad. And I
Mhm.
keep seeing like big birds flying overhead, like eagle or hawk kind of thing is connected to a sign from him. But also, was your father in the military at some point?
Yes.
Because that's like an eagle.
We had an eagle land in our tree one day, and we live
Okay.
in the heart of Denver.
All right. That's your dad. He's the eagle. So I just have to say that he is it's almost like he's telling me the bird is connected to him, and the bird is connected to a sign from him, and also whatever branch of the military he served in. Like maybe it's like a Air Force, or I don't know.
Mhm.
The 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 bird flying overhead seems to be like a really big deal for him. And anytime you see eagles, flags with eagles, that seems to be your dad. I
Mhm.
think he's proud of his service, but I also think that he was pretty happy when he wasn't uh, connected to
Yeah.
that. So he was good to be done. He was proud of like he fulfilled his mission, but it's also kind of like a feeling of I was done when I was done. But you know what's crazy about your dad is I think he kept some of the habits, like how he folded his clothes or cut his hair or something like that. But they're like military habits. But I just feel like they're not, it's not that he wanted to be back in the military, but I feel like he must have done it when he was younger. So I don't know, maybe they taught him how to roll his clothes or his socks or how to wear his boots or how to make a bed. Whatever all that is, your dad says he carried lessons from that.
Mhm.
So does that resonate with you?
Some of it, yeah.
What
I
part
didn't.
does?
I didn't see a lot of it because I left home at an
Oh,
early age. So I mean,
all right. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, but he's just saying like he kept some of those traits or ways that he was. So is your mom still here? So you might
yeah.
be able to ask her or something. But it's just kind of funny how he is showing up and like how he's like so I don't know, like connected to you still, because he's like your guardian. So I feel like he's gotten better in the spirit world because he says that when he was alive, sometimes he was a little judgmental. I mean, I
Mhm.
could tell he was a little judgmental just by the way
Yeah.
he's standing with his arms folded. But he seems to have a new way of seeing things. And that's the entirety of people and their experiences or whatever. So I just have to say that he's like acknowledging how much he loves you and cares about you, but how his perspective in the spirit world has really changed his view of things. And that seems to be pretty profound. So it also includes you because you marched the beat of your own drummer and you didn't do everything the way your dad thought you were supposed to do it. And I
Yep.
feel like he was kind of hard headed about that. And he says that he's sorry about that because he never really realized like how much of a problem that was until now that he's in the spirit world he sees it, but he just never really realized how much of a problem it was. So he's just acknowledging that, and you don't hold anything against him. I feel like you
No.
absolutely love him and you're like over that stuff, but I do have to say that he is very much present in your day to day. And and one other thing before we finish, do you have a job where you're like in a helping profession, where you're like giving like back to community, or like you're a people helper is what it feels like. But I don't know that it's your job. Maybe it's something you volunteer for, or maybe it's connected to work somehow. But I just feel like you have a very like generous heart, and I keep seeing you like giving. So
I do. I tend to help everybody
yeah,
with everything, even with everything that I've gone through. I help everybody.
yeah, because you don't abandon people, because you know what
Mhm.
that feels like. That's
Mhm.
so you're like, what do you need? And if it goes south, you're like, well, at least I gave it a shot.
Yep.
You know, like
Yep.
if it doesn't work, at least I tried. And I just feel like your dad's really proud of that as well. So he just kind of wanted to acknowledge that he sees you doing that, and he sees your kind heart, and he sees you giving. So I just feel like he's really excited to get to be here. So now maybe if I ever see you at anything again, maybe he'll actually come through. But it's just weird that this, you know, like in a group, you would think he would talk, but
Yeah.
I think it's also the timing too. So anyway, you got your 2 babies, your 2 dogs, and they're cremated, right?
Yes.
Okay, because it seems like they're right around you. Like I feel that right around you. So I don't know if you have their ashes around,
I
or
do. They sit next to me.
they sit right next to you.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's like they're right there.
Yep.
And one of them definitely loves to be on your lap, and the other one likes to be like on the ground near your leg, and they both really love snacks. So
Mhm.
that is a thing. But they're very cute. So I just want to let you know that. But thank you. Thank you for
Thank
letting me
you.
know. And I'm glad, even if you've attended all those events and never got a reading, I'm glad you came today and got a reading. I feel like your
Sure.
dad finally gave me the green light or
Yeah.
approval, the check mark. He's very picky about who he gives that to. So it's
Yep.
interesting. Anyway,
Yep.
but I'm glad I got to talk to him for you, and it's nice apparently to re-meet you. But I definitely just feel like he is all, I don't know, he's like excited to be here. So I just want to let you know that.
I'm
Uh,
excited for him to come through too.
yeah, he was, yeah, and give you, yeah. So anyway, he loves you. So I hope the rest of your night is lovely.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you for coming
All
on
right.
camera too. All right. Bye.
All right.
As soon as we figure out how
Bye.
to do this. Bye. Oops. There we go. Oh no. Oh shit. I might have just kicked her out completely. I hope not. Anyway, I see all you guys signed on here. And I love that you're all signed on. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to do this again on Thursday, next Thursday. And I did readings all day. So after an hour, I got to kind of calm down. But I am going to do this again on Thursday. I love doing these. I don't always have the time to do them because sometimes like I'll do readings all day and then I'll just be tired and I don't want to talk to anybody, let alone do more readings. But in this particular case, we're going to do it again on Thursday. If any of you have mediumship skills or want to develop that or have that connection, you are welcome to join the mediumship development group. If you have tarot skills and whether it's beginner or advanced, you're welcome to come to the tarot development. But also the procrastination party, craftination, and also the event that I'm doing for kids so that people can help their kids or grandkids or whatever learn how to manage their spidey senses, especially like in big groups and stuff like that. You know, as the school year is about to start, sometimes that stuff can be really overwhelming. So I am doing a little class on that in the insight class. So I just want to say thank you guys for watching. I know there were tons of you signed on and off throughout the whole entire thing, and I appreciate you watching. I know I can't always get to everybody, but I do my best to at least get to a few or a couple in this case. So thank you for watching. But next Thursday, same time, I'll be on here and we can do some more readings. And then, of course, if you need to schedule or anything like that, my website, you can do it all through my website, readingsbykim.com. But thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, and goodbye to all of you. There we go.